Meteorologists track wind speed and direction. Tools that measure wind speed and direction send this information over the internet to the meteorologist's computer. This allows scientists to see what the weather is like anywhere in the world without leaving their office. Weather stations gather weather data like temperature. This data is used to make a temperature map like this one. As temperatures change throughout the day, the numbers on the map are updated.
Yes, Osama, it's called thermometer. This one, it's called thermometer. I see it. Thank you.
Welcome to the lesson, What is Weather?, where you'll learn about weather types. You'll also find out about how weather is measured and ways to stay safe. The vocabulary words for this lesson are weather, atmosphere, oxygen, and temperature. Click each word to find out more about it.
Okay, the first one is weather. They are the new vocab words. The first one, what is weather?
Weather. What is happening in the atmosphere at a certain time or place?
Yazan, what is weather?
What is happening
In the atmosphere?
at certain time of place?
Again. And raise up your voice, please, so I can hear you.
What is happening in the atmosphere at a certain time or place?
Yeah. So, if I ask you what is weather, you have to say what's happening in the atmosphere at a certain time or place. So, for example, if you talk about a city like Jeddah, like Riyadh, like Dammam, or like New York City, Washington, or every city, any city, we are talking about the atmosphere in the same place and in one time, like for example, in the morning, at evening. It's called weather. Okay. Okay. Now let's see another one. Atmosphere.
Atmosphere. The mixture of gases that surround a planet.
Ibrahim, what is atmosphere?
Atmosphere.
Hmm?
Atmosphere is the mixture of gases that surround the planet.
Like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Another one. Oxygen.
Oxygen. A gas in the air and water. Most living things need oxygen.
Usama. Oxygen.
Oxygen, a gas in the area, and
Air, not area.
water. Most living these things and
Need oxygen. Do you need oxygen, Osama?
yes, of course.
Why?
Because how I'm gonna live?
We need it for breathing, right?
Teacher,
Yes.
we have quizzes this week.
Yeah, we have quiz this week for yes, only for math, and it will be on Thursday.
Hey, Thursday. It's the
Thursday,
last day.
the last day of this week. Just check the weekly plan. Now, let's see the last one. Temperature.
So the tough time.
Temperature. A measure of how hot or cold something is.
Ibrahim Abdul Hadi, what is temperature?
Temperature means the object, how hot the object is or how cold it is. Do you see that little step thing? If the heat, if that bar of red goes up, it means it's hot. But if it goes down, it means it's cold.
Okay.
Pretend like there's actually two lines. One goes more during it's cold and the other goes more during it's hot. But there's only one line, that's red line only.
Okay, so literally a temperature is a measure of how hot or cold something is. Thank you very much. Now let's go to the lesson again.
You do not usually see thunderstorms in the winter, but sometimes a winter storm can include thunder, lightning, and snow. This happens when the air moving in the clouds is rapid instead of gentle, as is typical with snowstorms. This weather event is called a thundersnow. Thundersnow is one type of weather event. Can you think of other types of weather events?
Okay, Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman, can you hear me? Okay. Yazan?
Yes, Mr.
Yazan, have you ever seen thunder in the sky?
Yes,
Can you describe it, please?
yes, it goes like goes
A strong light?
yes,
A strong. They can burn, you know, they can burn something on the earth. So sometimes we find the thunder with the snow. So it's thunder snow. What's thunder snow? A thunder snowstorm is one type of weather event that can cause lightning. Okay. This one again, can you read it?
a thunder snowstorm is one type of weather event that can cause lightning.
Lightning, yeah. Like, let's see again.
You do not usually see thunderstorms in the winter, but sometimes a winter storm can include thunder, lightning, and snow. This happens when the air moving in the clouds is rapid instead of gentle, as is typical with snowstorms. This weather event is called a thundersnow. Thundersnow is one type of weather event. Can you think of other types of weather events?
So now we're gonna find out other types of weather events.
Weather is what is happening in the atmosphere at a certain place and time. The atmosphere is the mixture of gases that surround Earth. Click the pictures to find out more about weather and the atmosphere. Weather is what is happening in the atmosphere. Weather includes the temperature, the wind, and the moisture in the air. Sometimes we consider the weather nice and other times we think it is bad.
Omar?
Yes,
Good morning.
morning.
Omar, could you please tell me what is weather exactly? Weather, you can read from the screen. Weather is what?
Weather is what is happening in the
Weather is what is happening in the atmosphere. Again?
weather is what's happening in the atmosphere here.
Again, weather is what happening. Weather is
Weather-
what happening
Weather is what's happening
in the atmosphere. In the atmosphere.
atmosphere.
And we said atmosphere, like some gases around us, like the air. If you go out in the street, you'll find air and wind, right?
Yes.
This wind is called atmosphere because uh, it consists of some gases like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and so on.
Okay.
Thank you, Omar.
You're welcome.
The atmosphere is the mixture of gases that surround a planet. Earth's atmosphere contains several gases, including the oxygen we breathe. Oxygen is a gas in the air and in water. Most living things need oxygen to survive.
So the atmosphere is a mixture of gases. We said it like oxygen. And the most important gas in the atmosphere for us as a human bodies is the oxygen. Why? Saleh, why oxygen is important for us?
Because we need to breathe it to live.
Only for us or as well for animals?
Us and animals.
For animals, yeah. Do you think that plants need oxygen to breathe?
No.
What gas they need to breathe?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide, right? Thank you, Saleh.
See the big puffy clouds in this picture? These are called cumulus clouds. We usually see cumulus clouds like these in the sky when the weather is nice.
So as you see in this picture, it's cumulus clouds usually form when the weather is nice. Nice, like not hot and not cold. Okay?
See the flat, gray stratus clouds in this picture? We usually see stratus clouds just before rain, drizzle, or snow.
Oh my God. So when we see this kind of clouds, stratus clouds, we will say that we will find rains. Okay? And it will be cold weather. Now you can see different types of weather.
See the thin, wisp-like strands of clouds in this picture? These cirrus clouds are high in the sky and may be a sign that a storm is coming.
Yeah.
See the tall, dark, puffy clouds in this picture? Cumulonimbus clouds are seen during thunderstorms. Has the doctor ever taken your temperature? A measure of how hot or cold something is called its temperature. You measure body and air temperatures with a thermometer. Another tool to measure is a wind meter, which measures wind speed. Other weather conditions can also be measured. Click the pictures to find out more.
Now we will know how scientists can know what is the weather case by using what tools. The first tool here,
A thermometer shows the temperature or how cold or hot something is, such as the air outside.
as Osama said before. Osama, are you there? You said before we can use this kind of tools to measure the temperature, right? This one is called what? Thermometer.
Yes,
It's called what?
thermometer.
Let's listen again, please.
A thermometer shows the temperature or how cold or hot something is, such as the air outside.
Okay, so thank you, Osama. You are really amazing. Okay, the second one.
A weather vane shows which direction the wind is blowing from, east, west, north, or south. Look at the letter that the rooster's beak points at to find which direction the wind is blowing from.
So this one, a weather vane, shows the direction of the wind. Of course, we know what are the directions like east, west, south, and north. Okay, we know it. So by using this kind of tools, we can know what is the direction of the wind. Number 3.
A rain gauge shows how much precipitation or rain has fallen. A wind meter measures how fast the wind is blowing. An electronic weather station can measure wind direction and speed, temperature, and precipitation.
So there are different kinds of tools to find the case of the weather, and that's why in the forecast we can know the weather forecast tools.
Clouds come in many types. Match the names of the clouds with each picture. Drag the label to the correct image.
Okay, now it's a challenge. Can you identify the types of clouds in these pictures? Let's start with let me ask here Yazan Al-Ghamdi. Yazan, what is cumulus clouds? Picture 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Picture 2.
Picture 2, cumulus clouds. Right, thank you very much. Yazan Atash.
Yes.
Stratus clouds, can you tell me? Where is it?
Number
1, don't say number. Say number 1, 2, not 2, we choose that. 1, 3, or 4. Stratus clouds. What?
4.
4? Sure?
1.
1, let's see it. You're right. Thank you, Yazan. Ali. Cirrus clouds.
Yes.
Cirrus clouds. Number 3 or 4? 3. Right. And the last one? Cumulus clouds.
Great job! You know that cumulus clouds are big, puffy, white clouds you see during nice weather. Stratus clouds are flat and gray. Cirrus clouds are high, thin, wispy strands in the sky. Cumulonimbus clouds are dark clouds that are seen during thunderstorms.
So we have cumulonimbus and cirrus, cumulus, stratus clouds. So there are different types of clouds we can see in the sky and the clouds.
Would you like to be a meteorologist? A meteorologist will tell you things such as the expected temperature, precipitation, and wind speed. He or she will also warn you if severe weather is expected. Click the pictures to see some kinds of weather and how to prepare for each kind.
Ibrahim, what is the work of meteorologist?
Meteorologists, basically they tell you what's the weather. If it's warm or cold or it's thundery,
Yeah.
or if it's rainy. They tell it on TV.
Yeah, right.
You write to read one, it'll be a pretty hard work. And after day by day, it'll be easier to tell where is the thunder, where is the clouds, the area, or where is the snowy area, different things. That would let you know where you would want to travel next.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
A meteorologist forecasts the weather. He or she tells us what the weather might be like today or in the next few days. When you know what the weather is going to be like, you can better choose the clothes you will wear. You can also be prepared for a storm or other harsh weather.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
Ryan? Yes, Ibrahim?
Anyways, just to tell you, a storm struck Jeddah. It was a good example for that cloud. The Nebula cloud. I don't know what its name is.
Okay. So if you know, Ibrahim, if you know that it will be tomorrow a cold weather, what should we wear?
These outfits. Basically, we know these outfits. They're only for the Arctic people. Or because they have it already. But basically, we can buy them. If there's gonna be snow, we buy them. If you don't have it, you buy it. If you do have it, you wear it. Okay?
Okay. So again, think about this question. If we know that tomorrow will be a cold weather, what should we wear?
You will wear this clothes for of the Arctic
Heavy
people.
clothes. You mean heavy clothes, right? To protect
I mean,
our bodies
yeah.
from the cold
Yes.
weather, right?
But Arctic
You
people
know that
wear.
it will be snowing and cold outside, you can wear a coat, hat, gloves, and boots. This protects your body from becoming too cold when you are playing in the snow.
Okay. Now, as you see here in this picture, of course, it's a hot day.
When you know that it is going to be a bright, hot, sunny day, you can wear shorts, a short-sleeve shirt, and light shoes or sandals. You also know to wear sunscreen and a hat and sunglasses to protect you from the sunlight. Also, don't forget to drink plenty of water on a hot day.
Yeah, and we said before, drinking water is very important to be hydrated. Okay, the last one.
When you know it is going to rain, you can wear a raincoat and rain boots. You can also carry an umbrella. Be careful when walking outside when it is raining because it could be slippery.
Okay, Omar.
Yes.
Omar, why it's very important for us to watch the weather forecast? Do you know why?
Why?
If we watch the weather forecast, we will know that the temperature will be hot or will be cold. That's why we can know what kind of clothes we have to wear, heavy clothes or light clothes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as you see here in this picture, a raincoat, a rain boots, and umbrella can keep you dry in the rain. Have you ever used umbrella?
What?
Umbrella. Do you know what is umbrella?
Yes.
This umbrella. Do you use it before?
Yes, I use.
Okay.
It is important to be safe during severe weather. Severe weather can be in the form of a thunderstorm, tornado, hurricane, blizzard, hailstorm, or heat wave. Click the images to learn more about types of severe weather. A thunderstorm includes heavy rain, lightning, and thunder. It is important to stay away from lightning, so avoid telephone poles, trees, and bodies of water. If possible, find safe shelter inside. A thunderstorm includes heavy rain, lightning, and thunder. It is important to stay away from lightning, so avoid telephone poles, trees, and bodies of water. If possible, find safe shelter inside. A tornado is a strong, swirling column of air between the ground and a cumulonimbus cloud. A tornado can cut a narrow path across the ground with winds from 73 to more than 200 miles per hour. Sometimes meteorologists can tell that there will be a tornado in your area.
So a tornado may destroy our places, our homes, our houses.
A hurricane is a severe storm with strong winds that forms over the ocean. Depending on the strength of the storm, people may be warned to evacuate the area where a hurricane will hit land. If your family doesn't evacuate, seek safe shelter from driving winds and rising water. A blizzard is a strong winter storm with low temperatures, heavy snow, and strong winds. It's important to stay inside and have warm clothing and blankets in case the heat goes out because of a power outage. You may also need food, water, and batteries if power goes out.
Okay, another one.
Hail consists of pieces of ice that form in the air during a hailstorm. When hail falls, it can cause a lot of damage to property as well as bruises and broken bones. Large hailstones can be very harmful. It is important to find safe shelter during this type of storm. During a heat wave, it is extremely hot outside. During this type of weather event, it is important to stay cool. If you have to be outside, drink plenty of water, avoid the sun, wear loose clothing, and avoid exercising or working too hard.
Okay, so we learned about severe weather types from cold to hot, like tornadoes, like storms, like the hot days, like hurricanes. Okay,
It is important to get ready for severe weather. Match the following safety precautions to the type of severe weather conditions. Drag the images to the correct match.
yeah, so we have here some tools we can use it in different weathers. Like, let me ask here, Ali. Ali, what do you think about the first picture called weather precautions? Cold weather precautions. It's picture 1, 2, or 3. Ali.
Yes.
Cold weather precautions or precautions. The picture 1, 2, or 3. Cold weather.
Wait.
Picture 3?
Yes.
It's not right. I said cold weather. What do you think about the cold weather? Picture 1,
Which
2,
one?
or 3?
One.
Picture 1 is cold, Ali. You can see
No,
the
no,
sun is clearly.
No,
It's not right.
Wait.
Of course,
The
it's picture 2. Okay. Usama, what do you think about hot weather precautions?
The first one.
The first one, of course. Thank you. Yes, Anatash. Of course. What about the third picture? Wind precautions. Wind precautions.
The third one.
Nice work!
Because it's
Match the flashlights, a first aid kit, canned food, and bottled water as hurricane items. You were also able to match the warm blankets and clothing, flashlights, and extra food and water as snowstorm items. And you correctly matched the light clothes, bottles of water, sunscreen, and a fan as heat wave items. Do you remember that precipitation is rain, snow, sleet, or hail? Which of these tools is used to measure precipitation? Click the correct answer.
Saleh, can you answer
Yes.
this one? Which of these tools is used to measure precipitation? Rain
The screen?
gauge, thermometer, weather vane, wind meter. Precipitation.
The screen is blurry.
Okay, so we have rain gauge, thermometer, weather vane, wind meter. For measuring precipitation, it's rain gauge. Okay.
You
Okay.
got it. A rain gauge measures precipitation. Great job! A weather vane measures wind direction, a wind meter measures wind speed, and a thermometer measures temperature. A rain gauge is a tool used to measure precipitation.
Now I'd like to thank you all for this time, and I want to see you tomorrow again. Goodbye, dear students.
Bye.
Bye.
Next week, I'll see you
Bye.
Bye.